Hey, we're back briefly. It's been a lot of work. Shay broke his femur. The reason why there hadn't been very many videos. But you know that we don't do electronic panhandling, as Elderly Iron refers to it, meaning I don't ask for free crap for a review. But I did a while back review that grease gun thing because I wanted one anyways, and they offered me. I didn't invite them. And then when we were done, they asked we wanted to review their little tiny electric chainsaw. You know my boy as well as I do. There was no way I could say no. So I agreed. This is the 4-inch 20-volt Saker electric chainsaw. And, well, to be quite honest, I handed it over to the kid. And the moment I handed it over to the kid, I knew one of two things. Either he was going to hurt himself. He didn't, not with this. Or he was going to go out and try to reenact redwood lumberjacking. And that's the one he actually did do. So I got it up here. This is some aspen. It's just a soft wood. It's old and dry. That is the original chain. I have never sharpened it for him. This says, what I can tell you, is it useful? It's a 4-inch pruning saw. That's old and harder. I mean, it's aspen, it's not hard, but it's old and harder, so that was quite a bit for it. And that was definitely about all I would expect it to do. But my kid immediately turned it loose on full-size stuff, and he's cutting from both sides. To be totally honest, I expected him to burn it out. I've seen him run the battery flat dead, charge it, run the battery flat dead again, and it has held up just fine. The brushes are actually a lot less archy than they were in the beginning, so they've worn in properly. It seems to have more than enough power for what you're asking it to do. Now it's getting a bit dull, but it has cut, you know, Shay, this thing has cut so much stuff. Far more than I'm sure their average user was ever intended. The boy had a lightsaber, and by God, he was going to go cut down the Empire. I can tell you that the bottle of oil they include with it, I suspect it's mineral oil. Maybe they sourced it from some other factory in that complex. It's clearly not. Do I have it in the box? No, it's gone. It's clearly not up for the task. It's like cutting board oil or something like that they've bundled with this. So, I mean, it doesn't automatically oil. You need to add some oil. I have the kid add a little motor oil to it. But the wear has definitely showcased the fact that the oil itself that comes with the unit is simply not good enough. Let me take that bar loose and I'll show you. So if you look closely, you can see that it has eaten its way in. In theory, it's got a roller. In theory, it's got a roller tip, but you can see the wear. And is it going to focus? I would expect to see the wear, especially you can really see the tip has mushroomed out because it's worn down so much. I think the roller is primarily just there for show. A true roller tip would stick out far enough that the chain rides on the roller going around the sharp bend. This isn't doing that, and the fact that it gets run with far less oil than a chain should have, that has a lot to do with why it's eaten in there. The drive sprocket, which appears to be just some pressed metal, just fine. There's some marks on it, but nothing of any consequence. You can see you got a little tiny chain tensioner unit there. Yeah, chain's got some wear. I doubt it was high quality to begin with. It was adequate for the tool. And it just suffers from lack of oil because the kid gets excited. Should you get one? I have no idea. It wasn't on my radar. But what I can tell you is, for whatever it's worth, this has proven to be much tougher than I thought it would. I thought he would have destroyed it by now. You just don't understand the kind of mileage he has put on this unit. For somebody who's buying it for just some light pruning around their suburban yard, as mine would last a very, very long time. He has held the trigger down more or less continuously until the battery went dead. I have seen him cut from both sides, cut from 3 sides in order to get through some stuff far, far greater. I mean, it's a 4-inch pruner, so that means it's really a 3-inch pruner, and my kid's been cutting like 10-inch logs on occasion. So that's what I can tell you. Trimming up trees around your property, trimming branches or whatnot, I have no idea if it would be faster than a regular pole saw or anything like that. But I can tell you, my 13-year-old put it through the ringer and she's still washing clothes. So I guess that's a positive for it. So that's my review of the Saker 20-volt 4-inch pruning saw. My kid loves it.